welcome to the groundbreaking 45th edition of the FIDE Chess Olympiad happening at Budapest 2024. Today, I present to you a very aggressive game played by our African top player, Ofowino Toritsemuwa, currently rated 2020 versus an unrated opponent from Gabon, Mboala Jerome. And it's a very aggressive game because it's one of the best games to showcase how Ofowino's attacking style can be. Alright, so the game actually starts with d4, and our opponent responds with knight f6, and she continues with knight f3, and the opponent responds with d5, c3, a slightly deviating line, unlike the more common c4 or bishop f4. Alright, so she goes with a more solid approach and e6, and she plays bishop f4, and then our opponent plays bishop to d6. There are three ways of continuing here, either by playing queen c1, e3, or bishop g3. So she went for the third one, bishop g3, and then her opponent strikes with c5, showcasing that he's not here to play and he's here to take a very serious fight to the board. So she maintains her composure with e3, and then we have short castle. She continues her development, knight b2, and he plays b6, bishop to d3, and then we have bishop b7, and then she plays this classical move, knight to e5. So here she spends about 10 minutes exactly to play this move, and this move actually comes with a concrete plan. So 5 to 10 minutes to pause the video and check what could be the plan behind this move. And if you're someone who is very familiar with this kind of structures, you should already know that the plan is to play f4 and queen f3 to create a kingside attack around the king. So our opponent responds with queen c7, and then she continues with her initiative f4, knight bd7, queen f3. These are typical standard moves of the initiative that she has set up. c4. So now she has the choice of playing bishop to c2, bishop to b1, or bishop to e2. So she takes her time here and she goes for the best move, which is bishop to c2. Then our opponent strikes on the queen side with a5, and then she plays this I'll call it a brilliant move because it's a move that prepares her attack in chances with g4, g5, and trying to run a very quick massacre on the king. So our opponent continues with b5, and she then continues with her own plan, castles, b4, and then she slides her queen over to this place. So this is a very interesting plan to launch and combine. So the bishop is here, the queen is here, this is here, and the knight also is playing a very critical role by clocking up the center. Then our opponent overlooks all these combinations which I just presented to you now, which is the bishop eyeing this square and the queen also eyeing this square, and also the attacking chances of this pawn. And with this move, it's a move that easily underestimates the capacity of what this attack can pose. And I love the next move by Ofowino. It's a move that actually stunned our opponent. So can you pause this video and find out what this move is? So it's a move that actually gives her a very strong winning edge. I would wait a second for you to find out. Alright, for those who pause the video to find out, and for those who just want to enjoy the show, the move is actually knight takes d7. Bam! So now what's the idea behind this move? What's so special behind this move? So we can see now that the knight is actually the gatekeeper of this vital square, and also defender of also this square. So the idea is the knight cannot take this knight simply because it is tied to the defense of this, and also if the queen captures now, the bishop can capture this, and it will be a checkmate in one. Alright, so it's forced to capture back with the knight, now taking off a core defender of this, and then here comes a very critical position in the game. So I would like for you to pause the video again and find the best move for white. Okay, so for those who try to solve the position, and for those who got it, the correct sequence of attack starts with bishop takes h7, double exclam. Now what's the idea behind this move? It's such that the king cannot take because it's pats itself on the same file as the king, leading to a series of discovered attacks, which was actually the best move in the position. But then he decides not to, and here this automatically loses the game on the spot because it creates a forced checkmate in 5 moves. So can you pause the video now and let's calculate the checkmate in 5 moves? Alright, so for those who found it, the correct move starts with bishop to g5, this idea, but it doesn't work. So bishop to g5 is actually the best move, and then rook c5, and then now check, bishop to c2 check, king to g7. Ofowino ends the game in a stunning 20 moves, having over 50 minutes on our clock. So it's a game that actually encourages and shows off her attacking prowess. She attacks in such a manner that she doesn't give her opponent a chance for counter attack. As you can see that all Black's major pieces were still on the board, and yet he couldn't survive the fatal combination that was given on this board. So this was just this is actually the 4th round, and we would love to see more of Toritsemuwa in action. Alright, so please like and subscribe for more, and I would like to hear your thoughts on this game in the comment section.